You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Around Town is sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. They're really nice people. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. And I like them a lot, and that's why I bank there. If you ever come by to look me up, I'll be in the vault. Safe place. Oh, if you want luxury, this is the place. We're at Magnolia Place, which is, in fact, I'm going to ask the owners to give you the address, the phone number, and where to find you on the web, and all of these things. Now, his name is Ted.
Ted Plevsky.
And you're going to introduce your beautiful lady?
Teresa Remmers.
And she runs the place with him, and he cooks. And we're going to have, after we finish this interview, they've made homemade blueberry muffins with blueberries from
Hector.
From Hector, which is the village
Local.
we're in here, local. So now I'm finished. The place is fantastic. It's not only Magnolia Place with the feeling of Southern hospitality, but everything is luxurious, and the prices are terrific. I mean, terrifically low. You should try it. Tell us more.
Well, the bed and breakfast that we have here is very unique. We help people.
Excuse me, I have to say one thing, because bed and breakfast is unique. Not only is this memorable throughout this area, but the heads of the Chamber of Commerce of this place, this county, and surrounding counties all say that this is the best bed and breakfast in the whole area, if not the state. Sorry to interrupt you. I had to get that in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a pleasure.
Take it away.
Well, as we know, just like in a restaurant, the food is not the only thing that makes a nice experience. The bed and breakfast, we provide a very nice room, a very memorable breakfast, and we really help to show people all the things in the area.
Which you bake, the breakfast.
I make it taste good, she makes it look good.
Uh-huh.
It's a partnership. Yeah, we have people come from all over. We have a lot of adults who have not been away from their children for 3, 4, 5 years, and this is their first getaway. So we get a chance to help them improve their power lounging techniques. We tell them all the various things in the area. We're surrounded by museums, besides surrounded by wineries and breweries and a few distilleries, creameries. There's hiking. We have so much to do that you'll never recognize what there is to do until you get here. So we really help them, provide them a good direction of what to do when they're here.
And the views are unbelievable. You've got a view of the lake that I haven't seen anywhere else.
We do like the lake. The lake's a beautiful view. We have a nice wind. We also have 50 acres of vineyards behind us. It belongs to Dr. Frank that people enjoy walking through. We have a nice hike up the hill, and we are 2 doors away from the Forest Ranger's office to the National Forest, which is about 2 miles behind us.
Now, if people want to contact you, you have a website, a telephone number?
Yes, we do. We have a website. It's called magnoliawelcome.com.
Excuse me a second. I have to share something with you, because I wanted to meet her very much, and when I saw her for the first time, she is wearing a skirt that is, my wife wants 50 of these, but could you stand up? It's really a beautiful skirt, and colorful and so nice.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry to bother you there, but I just had to share this. Go ahead.
Sure.
Telephone number.
And our telephone number is area code 607-546-5338. And our address is 5240 Route 414 in Hector, New York.
Which is close to, right down the road from Watkins
It's right
Glen.
down the road from Watkins Glen, 7 miles north on the east side of the lake.
We're just south of the food trail, where the local restaurants that all deal with local,
Farm to table.
farm to table, and all chef owned. So we've got a lot of good food up here as well.
And this is the dining room.
And this is our dining room, event room, whatever.
Yes.
You have a room for every occasion.
Well, if we don't have a room for every occasion, we can change the room for every occasion.
This is really known as one of the most glamorous, nice, clean, special places. Is it expensive?
No, we're not that expensive.
Our
What does it
rates
cost?
run from $150 to $275, and that includes a lot of amenities that we provide. Cookies at night. We have always on hand are our M&Ms, an endless bowl of M&Ms, and nuts and fruits, so that our guests are always has something to munch on in between wineries and that.
Well, if they have you have bed and breakfast, so the highlight is breakfast.
The highlight is
and your
breakfast.
breakfast is internationally, and it is internationally known because he makes it. And it is probably the most expensively looking breakfast that we've seen, but special, and it's not, and it's part of the rent.
All of that is included, and it is an excellent breakfast. Not many of us make breakfast these days, and we're always in such a rush, so we really celebrate that meal.
Everything from eggs Benedict to whatever you have in mind.
Dutch
Well,
babies.
we do quite the plethora, but Terry would say that the breakfast comes with the room. I say the room comes with the breakfast.
You are both very
Very
good.
competitive.
You're both very good. You must have had some fascinating experiences with people who come here to stay. Some wonderful, good stories. Maybe some wonderful bad stories.
We have quite a variety of people, and a successful breakfast to me isn't just serving a good breakfast. When breakfast is done, and everyone who is sitting at the various tables have never met each other, are sitting for 45 minutes talking about nothing after breakfast, that's a successful breakfast. We don't get a chance to talk about nothing in our lives. We're always on a schedule. We're always talking about work, family, health. We don't get to talk about nothing, which could be all of the above.
You're a philosopher.
I never thought of it that way.
We've watched people for a long time.
Tell me some of the stories about people who've been here. Do you have some endearing ones, some good ones, or some
We have wonderful
embarrassing
ones. Well, we have wonderful ones because we have people who come back, and they just come back every year and have been here with us up to 14 years now. And a lot of become family. You know, a lot of our guests return, and so they become family and friends over the years. Stories, we've just had wonderful people. We've had so much fun. It's just like having a party every day, you know, and entertaining every day. So it is a lot of fun. Our guests come from all over the world, which is fascinating. And it's just lovely when we see these people come in uptight and leave just totally relaxed. And that's our goal, take them from the front door to the end of their visit, and they've had a wonderful, wonderful time.
True decompression.
It's kind of special because you feel like nice family.
Right.
Well, everyone leaves as nice family.
Yeah, and they're very, it's just really fun to see them with the dog, our dog, Irish, takes everyone for a walk and shows them where to go and where not to go. So we really enjoyed that, and they enjoy that as well.
And anything else you need to say about the phone number, website, reservations?
Well, again, our website is magnoliawelcome.com. Everything on site is real time as far as booking in the rooms. Our phone number is 607-546-5338. And
I thank you.
thank you.
And I thank you too.
very much.
Because now, I'm sorry to cut this off, but he has made these blueberry muffins. And you can smell this all over the house. And we are going to go and have coffee and blueberry muffins. I'm sorry you can't be here now, but I'll probably be here whenever you come, so call up and I'll see you soon.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Now getting rewards is faster than ever. Open a Chemung Canal Trust Company checking account with our debit card, and you can join our You Choose Rewards program. Simply use your debit card to buy groceries, gas, or just pay bills. You could earn 5,000 You Choose Rewards points and a fast $50 when you qualify. Open a checking account and watch your points add up fast. For details on how to qualify, visit ChemungCanal.com. Chemung Canal Trust Company, member FDIC.
Monday.
I cannot reclaim my throne until I get close to Monroe and kill him.
You risk the monarchy dissolving before you return.
The king has gone missing.
Only 2 episodes left.
If any harm comes to my son,
we'll peel the flesh off of your bones!
Reign. All new episode Monday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Tune in to watch this great show on our sister station, WENY's Twin Tiers CW2.
Do you want a new place to live? We've got all the answers here. This is Jeff Eaton of Arbor Development, and he's the CEO, is that right?
That's correct.
And he's going to tell you how you can get an apartment, how you can get a place to live, how you can get great deals. And these two ladies are his number 2s and 3s?
Yes. Well, number 2, and Jeannie works in our real estate development department, and actually organizes and helps make sure all of our projects are on time and on budget, and we get what we need to get done.
You got the key people here. So make a note of the names. What's the address here?
26 Bridge Street.
In Corning?
In Corning, New York.
And if they need to phone anybody, who do they call?
They would call here.
I know, but who?
They would call our receptionist, which would be...
Dawn would be our receptionist, and the number is 654-7487.
She knows more than he does, you see.
That's why I'm second in command.
I have to look it up, right?
Now, he's going to tell us everything, so I'm going to leave it all to you to explain this and this new building that we're in and how they can get good apartments at great deals, because you're a non-profit organization.
Correct.
Tell us everything.
So,
I'm stepping aside now. It's all yours.
Thank you.
And theirs.
So Arbor Housing Development has been in existence since 1969. In 2011, we merged with Tri-County Housing Council. Judy Solelli was the executive director, and she's now our chief operating officer for Arbor Housing and Development. When we merged, we knew that
they want to know one thing.
Yes.
How are they going to get a good apartment?
We're going to tell them.
The fact that you were born in 1930 or whatever isn't important. We want to know how are they going to get a new apartment and make a great deal by calling you or somebody. So sorry to interrupt you, but you know we don't have too much time to do good things.
That's fine. So we actually combined those offices and moved into this office at 26 Bridge Street, and we did that so individuals, so those folks that we serve throughout a 5-county area can actually we centralize those services. So our Section 8 program, where people can get rental housing stipends, our property management department, our real estate development department, our home rehab program, they're all, those folks, those administrative offices are all located here at 26 Bridge Street.
One-stop shopping.
One-stop shopping.
And these are pictures?
These are. So this building is actually...
Let me get next to you here so I can see too.
So this building was originally the Harley-Davidson motorcycle shop, and it was vacant for about 8 years, and was actually, you can see some of these pictures, was actually fairly blighted and in really poor shape.
I can smell the gas.
Well, yeah, we hope not. But and actually, the area we're sitting in was a back part where actually they brought cars in from the back and actually repaired cars here. This is also a car dealership years and years ago. So we actually took this building and gutted it. And made offices out of it. So it's about a 17,000 square foot building.
Done a good job.
Thank you.
But when people want to rent, or it's not condo, it's rental.
So we do primarily, in terms of our apartments, are rental housing.
And
correct.
Do you also have stipends? You mentioned stipends that you give people who can't afford the usual rentals. What deals do you have for people who might be listening?
Well,
they're dying to call you.
Well, what they can do is they can call us at the number of
654-7487.
Is she good or is she good?
Or they can get on our website, arbordevelopment.org, and we have all of our properties listed on our website. So they can say they want to live in Steuben County, they can figure what vacancies and what apartments do we have in Steuben County. If they want to figure out how do they get onto the Section 8 or HCV Housing Choice Voucher Program, they can actually get on the website, fill out an application there, and actually send it to us electronically.
I don't understand all the technical things when you see CV this. Those are things that provide help for rentals.
Correct.
And you have explanations of that on the website.
Yes, we do. But the basic language is a rental subsidy for housing that helps them afford to live in a decent, affordable, safe place.
Is there an age bracket that?
There's no age bracket on our Section 8 program. It's for anyone who qualifies income-wise based on their income.
What's the qualification?
Basically, it's that their income has to be less than 30% of the area median income. And so the top level income at 30% would be approximately $21,000 for a person, for a family of one, and then it goes up based on the number of individuals in the family.
Great program.
It's a great program. We're serving about 1,700 individuals across 4 counties right now on any given day.
Now, we know what you do. What do they do? They back you up.
Yes, we back him up all the time.
That's it?
I do a lot of the administration work in the building. I helped put the building together when we were moving in. And
I bet you know where every piece of dust is.
Pretty much.
She does. And Jeannie actually is involved in the real estate side of things, and so she's actually put together some of these pictures. You know, we have a picture of when it was a motorcycle shop, when it was a car dealership back in the 1950s. GM cars. They also motorcycles down here, but it was a repair shop. So you can see the building was fairly blighted, and we were able to put together funding with the state and our own funding in order to, and with Corning Enterprises, to be able to come in and renovate the building to the condition it is in now.
You really did the entire building.
We did.
Supervised everything.
We did.
What is this new project? Or is it an old project?
So actually, it's
an old new project?
So it's a very old project. It's a project. It's been called Meadowbrook, and it's been around for over 60 years. And it was in a very significant state of disrepair. In fact, in many cases, you would call it blighted housing. We bought it about 2.5 years ago with the intent of rehabilitating the units. What we found is the units were in such bad shape that we're tearing them all down. And we're doing it in 2 phases. So what we've created here is Lamphere Phase 1 is going to be a 60-unit building.
What's it called, Lamphere?
Lamphere Apartments.
L-A-M-P-H-E-A-R,
Lamphere Phase 1.
Why?
Because the road that goes into it is called Lamphere Court.
A brilliant idea.
It wasn't even my idea, but so it's Lamphere Court, and this is a sketch photo that Jeannie was able to get a hold of, and it shows the project essentially as it is now. I mean, it looks very much like this, and then this is the rendering of what it will look like when we're completed. So this is the entrance, and then we'll have actually 2 entrances or exits out of the building. It'll be 2 phases. One phase is Phase 1, which is 60 units of housing here, and then the other Phase 2 will be the addition of 80 townhome apartments that 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms. So we'll have actually a mix of different types of housing within this almost 11-acre plot.
It looks luxurious.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be very, very nice housing for people who are at that 60% area median income. We're going to provide them with really great housing that they can afford to live within their budget.
I'm jealous.
Well, apply. Maybe we can work something out with you.
I'm not in that bracket, fortunately, but still I'd like to help.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, we would love to have you back when we're building it. We'll hopefully begin construction in about 30 to 45 days, and then we would love to have you come back and show you the finished project.
I'll look back. We'll come for lunch.
Great.
Are we walking back this way?
Yes, we'll walk down here, and this.
All of this construction you've done.
All this construction we did. And so what we have are all of our offices, so property management offices. We are what we call home resources, where we provide support for individuals who need help to fix up a roof or emergency issues with their housing. They're all here. And so we're actually leaving the building now, but this is our entrance. This is our reception area, and this is where all of our staff see the folks receiving our services.
I was going to say this is the end, but he beat me to it. Now they've given me a cubby hole here, which I can use as my office, right?
Sure.
In the other section. I saw the empty desk. They're very nice here. Give them a call. We might make a deal for a really great bargain. I'll be in my cubby hole, and I'll be waiting to see you. Bye-bye.
Now, getting rewards is faster than ever. Open a Chemung Canal Trust Company checking account with our debit card, and you can join our You Choose Rewards program. Simply use your debit card to buy groceries, gas, or just pay bills. You could earn 5,000 You Choose Rewards points and a fast $50 when you qualify. Open a checking account and watch your points add up fast. For details on how to qualify, visit ChemungCanal.com. Chemung Canal Trust Company, member FDIC.
It's going down. We're about to live it up, y'all. Let's go.
It's a big world, and now we're loving this town. It's our turn. So put your hands up, we on the big screen, and everybody's here living out our dreams. Dreams, whoa. Yeah, yeah. Don't be scared, take a chance. Come on, give me your hand. It's time to laugh, time to smile. Now let's get up and dance. Come on, everybody, let's live it up. Let it out if you can't get enough. This right here gon' make you jump, jump, jump. This is home. This is the place. We break it out, sing it loud, scream and shout. This is home. Hey, yeah. This is home.
Monday.
I cannot reclaim my throne until I get close to Monroe and kill him.
You risk the monarchy dissolving before you return.
The king has gone missing.
Only 2 episodes left.
If any harm comes to my son,
We'll peel the flesh off of your bones.
Reign. All new episode Monday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Tune in to watch this great show on our sister station, WNY's Twin Tiers CW2.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Do I look terrific? I look so good, and it's all for one reason, because I met this young lady, and she runs, what do you call it, a circus what?
A circus school.
A circus school. Who has a circus school? Only here in Ithaca.
And now you're a part of it.
Tell me your name.
My name is Amy Cohen.
Amy Cohen, who runs this school. Did you found it?
I did, yeah.
And what in the world, when they said we should do a segment on this, I thought elephants, monkeys, and you only have people.
It's true. Yeah, this is what you might call the contemporary circus. So animals have an amazing history in the circus, but a lot of the circus of today is about humans doing whatever they can do to kind of push their capacity, to push their human potential.
I saw when the kids, you have children here that are going through the school, and I noticed when they were practicing before, they all got together and they made believe they were an elephant.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, so a lot of humans are animals too, right?
I saw you being an elephant. Didn't I see you being an elephant?
Yeah?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And they walked all over the place like an elephant.
Right, like an acrobatic kind of human structure.
Yeah, very impressive.
Yeah, it's a cool opportunity to kind of bring out the animal in us, you know, to go upside down, to swing, to throw things, to, you know, that's part of us.
And you're open when to when?
We're open all day, every day. We have some artists who come in here at 3 in the morning and practice their juggling, so young people are here during the day more often. Yes, 7 days a week.
Wow. Yeah. And if people, I should say, is this expensive?
Is it expensive?
Yeah.
Well, we have a wide range of ways that people can get involved. So we have some things where it's just $5 to come in and take a conditioning class to get stronger, and other things where you pay $300 for a full week to come, you know, for 6 hours a day. So we try to have different offerings, but it's really important to me that money, if money is the only barrier for someone, we'll work that out. So I want people to be here learning circus if they want to.
How did you get to do all this at such a young age?
Well, I fell in love with circus when I was a kid, going to a circus camp, actually. And it just felt like my home planet. I was like, these are my people. And I want to create other opportunities for people to find their home planet, find their people.
You have to forgive me because I need to stand up.
Please
I'm
do.
I'm sitting
on this rock and roll kind of thing.
and my wire is stuck.
Oh, let's
No, it's okay.
free it. Okay,
But
good.
this is the rock and roll thing that they tried to make even, but it keeps wiggling back and forth. And so I'm falling off. Sorry about that. Come. Let me lean on you.
Okay.
Now, what should they know in order to want to come here?
What should they know? They should know that we offer classes, we offer
you know,
camps.
certain clothes you need to bring with you? Or?
Oh, that's the practical stuff, yeah. So one thing that's kind of interesting is you can see this fabric behind us. People climb up and down on the fabric, so you don't want to wear anything with zippers or snaps or metal that could snag it. And otherwise, just comfortable clothing that you can go upside down in.
Okay,
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, that's perfect.
No, it's not.
You're ready for a show, though. You're wearing your show attire. So once you get ready to perform, you're a performer, right? You're a pro.
What can you say here? This is a wonderful place. Tell me, what else should people know?
People should know
Did you
that...
construct this whole thing yourself?
Well, I have an amazing landlord. His name is John Guttridge, and he's responsible for all of Press Bay Alley, including the chocolate shop, and he's the kind of guy who just believes that anything is possible. So I went around to many people and said, I want to start a circus school, and most of them said, no way, you know, but he said, yes, that's a great idea, let's do it.
I was here last year to check into this, and you weren't open yet.
Yep, yeah, we've only been open since August. So, and this space was really dirty. This used to be a printing press. So there was ink all over the walls, and actually half of the floor was a big hole, and so there was a lot of work that had to happen.
Now tell me, I particularly like that purple one because it matches my tie.
Yes.
Could I climb up that?
Yes.
I could?
You could definitely sit on it and swing. You want to do it?
How do I get up?
Well, we should use this purple one.
Oh, okay.
Because it's close. Can we actually do that?
Why can't we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. She says, let's do it.
Okay.
But the really interesting part are the young people who come here to do all these fantastic things with the equipment they have. So here is a sneak preview at some of the expert gymnasts, Olympic futurists that you teach and make successful. Watch this. I can do all of this. Sorry, I'm always having to leave you for exciting new adventures, and now I'm going up here on a new adventure. If you come soon, give her a call. You have
Please
a
come. Yep, circusculture.org.
Visit, it's worth it. I of course, will be here.
flying from the trapeze.
Trying to be an elephant. Close call. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're watching WENY HD.